Hi, I'm Michael. Today I'm wearing a collared shirt with a black and white vertical stripe on it. The logo of a popular sports team is in the corner. I'm also wearing khaki pants, which are slightly darker than normal khakis, and they don't really match with my white socks. My socks do work with the white running shoes, which are starting to get a little worn out. And this is the level of excruciating detail Claudia goes into when describing clothes. She does this with every single character for every single outfit in the book. Annoying? Yes, very annoying. As you can guess from the title, this book is about Claudia's relationship with Janine, her older sister. Claudia calls her Mean Janine. Janine is so awful. Whenever she talks to Claudia, she uses big words. Oh no! That is literally the worst thing Janine does, but Claudia really hates it, so Janine is the villain of this book. The first showdown with Janine takes place at dinner. Janine uses big words, and she corrects Claudia's grammar. Whoa, totally crazy. Meanwhile, Claudia picks out the dinner without consulting her sister. She interrupts Janine twice and says Janine's work is boring. Which sister is the mean one again? The girls play Trivial Pursuit with their grandmother, Mimi. Janine is a genius, so she does extremely well. Claudia accuses her of cheating because no normal person has ever heard of Napoleon Bonaparte before. Really, Claudia? Ugh. The sisters have a big fight, and Mimi says she's not feeling well. She goes to bed early, and she collapses with a stroke. Mimi is rushed to the hospital, and I was pretty certain she would die. Because I have the special edition reprint of this book, which comes complete with pictures of Claudia in the back. One of the pictures is of dead Mimi. Way to spoil the ending to book 26. I should also note that my sister filled out the end of book quiz with sarcastic answers. Maybe she's the mean sibling. The next day, there's another epic fight. Here's how it goes down. Claudia asks Janine how school was, and Janine answers. That evil, evil woman! Claudia yells at Janine for not asking how Mimi is first. Janine points out that Claudia didn't really give her a chance, and Claudia yells at her for being mean. Claudia almost hits Janine, but then she thinks better of it. Claudia and Mean Janine? Let's retitle this book. Janine and Mean Claudia. Mimi gradually gets better after her stroke, although the right side of her body is weak and she needs to do speech therapy. Mimi tries to stay positive about her recovery, but at one point she snaps and yells at Marianne. It's sad. Because of all the babysitters that Mimi could have cursed out, Marianne is the least satisfying one. A few times in this book, Claudia babysits for the Newton family. 4-year-old Jamie Newton is really jealous of his new baby sister, Lucy. Lucy gets all of the presents and attention because of her christening. So he's super jealous, and Jamie decides to dump a bowl of punch all over her. He stops when he realizes, he loves her. And this serves as a heavy-handed lesson for Claudia. Siblings shouldn't fight each other. They should love each other. Claudia agrees that, yeah, the 4-year-old is right. Claudia really loves Janine. She's just a little jealous that Janine is so popular and gets all the positive attention. And I'm sorry, but that's wrong. Wrong! There is nothing in this book that supports that conclusion. At no point does Claudia ever seem jealous of her sister. She never says, I wish I was smarter and got good grades like Janine. Or she doesn't say, I wish my parents paid as much attention to me as they did to Janine. And besides, Janine isn't popular. She's extremely unpopular. Janine has no friends. And Claudia likes to joke that Janine's only friend is her computer. So yeah, Claudia is secretly jealous of Janine's popularity is not a good explanation. It doesn't fit the story at all. The book ends with Claudia and Janine having a nice heart-to-heart talk. Claudia doesn't apologize for all of the horrible things she said and did, but she does help Janine come out of her shell a little bit. So I guess that's an okay resolution? The end. Post-book follow-up. In the last Babysitter's Club book, our heroes watched 14 kids at once. It was a big mess, and they regularly complained about how the kids were a disaster. So in this book, the girls decide to do the exact same thing with the playgroup. Don't worry though, the playgroup isn't relevant to the story. It's just an excuse to take up 4 chapters. That happens a lot, I've noticed. These books usually have 3 or 4 chapters about irrelevant babysitting adventures. I wonder if they're included because it's a convenient way to waste 30 pages, or if Anne Martin thinks readers really want to hear about random babysitting problems. During the ending of this book, Janine admits she's jealous of Claudia's good looks and popularity. See, that makes sense! Janine is jealous of Claudia, not the other way around. Why didn't the book go with that as the main ending? That would have been so much better. The back of the book says that Claudia gets mad whenever Janine insults the Babysitter's Club. That would have been interesting too! Too bad it never happened. Which is the main problem with the Mean Janine book. Janine isn't mean at all. Claudia is the one who starts all the fights and constantly hurls insults. Most of the time, Janine is just a nerdy girl who's trying to communicate in her own awkward way. It'd be nice if Claudia didn't assume Janine is a jerk just because she uses big words. The book's saving grace is the material with Mimi and her stroke. It was very dramatic, and I especially like that Anne Martin didn't try to sugarcoat it. She tried to portray the situation as accurately as possible, going so far as to have Dr. Claudia Werner evaluate the manuscript. Dr. Claudia also gets a special dedication for helping with books 3 and 43. So, points for accuracy and for the boldness to talk about elderly diseases in a children's book. Overall, this isn't a good book. The conflict between Claudia and Janine was one-sided, a third of the book was irrelevant, the moral at the end was heavy-handed, and it didn't fit with the situation at all. I give Claudia and Mean Janine a 2 out of 10.